My original idea of this series was to look at shows that scared me when I was a kid, something spooky, things that go bump in the night type of thing. But for whatever reason, I've called this series Creepy Kids TV, and without a doubt, part of this show is creepy. It didn't scare me at all at the time, but I did have a request to do this particular one, so this is the Stewart. The premise of this show is pretty simple. The presenters and supporting cast, along with a giant animated jigsaw piece, come together to solve a number of puzzles to spell out a word. The mix of education, short, wacky sketch formats was very similar to Vision On, which is hardly surprising as both were produced by the same person, Clive Doig. Jigsaw was a BBC educational series for children aged between 4 and 7, which ran for 6 years and a grand total of 50 25-minute episodes between July 1979 and June 1984. It sat in that slot on BBC in the late afternoon after Jack and Ori but before Blue Peter sort of thing. The main presenter was mime artist Adrian Headley, who was backed up by Janet Ellis, Blue Peter presenter and mother of Sophie Ellis-Bextor, at least for the first 5 series. Supporting characters Wilf Lunn, the mad inventor, hapless superheroes the O-Men, played by Sylvester McCoy and David Rappaport. However, none of this was scary to me or any 4 to 7-year-old. That was until Series 2 started, when a new character was introduced, Mr Noseybonk. Mr Noseybonk, played by Adrian Headley, should have been a fun character. Wearing a dinner suit, white face mask, a large, prominent nose, fixed toothy grin, and 2 staring eyes, accompanied by a jolly tune. To some, it was as harmless as somebody wearing a clown mask. To others, it was more akin to Michael Myers from Halloween films, a maniacal serial killer, come to take your life when you're lying in bed at night. Look, I'll be totally honest with you. I remember Jigsaw and Mr Noseybonk pretty well, although that wasn't the reason why myself or any other boy of my age tuned in to watch Jigsaw. Early pangs of lust turned our eyes towards Janet Ellis, which was the real reason why we watched, and surely every young man's first crush back in the day. The rest of the events just happened in the background. I always found it sort of entertaining, but Mr Noseybonk was just a bit annoying, certainly not as terrifying as it purported to be. In some respects, I wonder if it's modern culture that's created the legend of Mr Noseybonk. Or were you guys really scared of him too? I'd love to read your comments below. You certainly can't buy any episodes of Jigsaw on DVD. Like many TV series for kids that have slipped into the recesses of your memory, your only hope is to find something on YouTube. Despite 50 episodes existing, there are only a small handful of episodes available to watch. And having said that, I believe that actually every minute of Mr Noseybonk that was broadcast is available on a YouTube compilation video, complete with that catchy, annoying and very recognisable theme music called A Hippo Called Hubert. Watch them and see if you're terrified, creeped out or scared. I'll put some links to everything in the description box below. Jigsaw had a massive cast of supporting players. Adrian Headley, main presenter, mime artist and Mr Noseybonk, has been a constant either on or behind the screen for a number of years. He's been a presenter, director and producer of many of the popular kids' TV series, from Picture Box, Big Cut Little Cook, even Sooty. Effectively, if you're my age, he's been part of your childhood as well as that of your kids. Janet Ellis left after Series 5 of Jigsaw to become a presenter of Blue Peter. She was already mother to Sophie Ellis-Bextor by then, and later on, after pausing her career to concentrate on the kids, returned to our TV screens as a presenter, panellist and author. John Leeson, who voiced Jig, is best known as K9 from Doctor Who, Bungling Rainbow, as well as a host of other voices. Sylvester McCoy, who played one of the O-Men, went on to be the 7th Doctor, as well as appearing in the movie series The Hobbit. Fellow O-Man David Rappaport appeared in many movies and TV series in the 70s and 80s, perhaps best known for The Time Bandits. Tragically, he took his own life in 1990. Mad inventor Wilf Lunn wasn't a character. He really was like that, and kids' TV was all the better for him. Sadly, he died in December 2023 at the age of 81. The legacy of Mr Noseybonk appears to have built up long after the TV series was over. Firstly through popular YouTuber Stuart Ashens and his Noseybonk Returns videos, still available online, and later Mr Noseybonk was covered on Charlie Brooker's Screen Wipe. For those of you who stuck with the series until the end, The X-Files also satirised Mr Noseybonk in the episode Familiar as Mr Chuckleteeth. Whatever popular culture suggests, go back and look at some of the episodes of Jigsaw on YouTube. Maybe like me you'll find them harmless but annoying. They didn't talk down to children, and some of the answers to the puzzles were surprisingly advanced. It was incredibly well produced. The digitised character of Jig was new, and the interaction between Jig and the presenters is particularly well done. It's fast-moving, flicking from sketch to sketch quickly. It was ultimately educational and perfect for kids' TV. However, when you go to sleep tonight, try not to think of Mr Noseybonk grinning over the bed, or you might have nightmares.
Sylvester McCoy is appearing in Can't Pay, Won't Pay at the Criterion Theatre, London. And the winner of last week's Jigsaw competition word scrawl is Andrew Foley, aged 6, of Woodhall Spa, Lincolnshire.